Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, it doesn't cost anything. If there's something you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we've got an 8 of Cups to start us off. I feel like you're starting to get a little bit bored with something in your life. That something just doesn't have the grip that it used to have. It could be a hobby, it could be a study, an interest, it could be a job, it could be a relationship. Something just doesn't feel new and exciting anymore, right? And I feel like we're unsure what to do. We're unsure kind of what that means right now. Let's put it into some context. Let's see what else we've got going on. We've got an Ace of Pentacles. So it could be that we're taking a step in a different direction. It could be that. We have a 6 of Pentacles. We have the Harmony. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the 6 of Cups. Wow, okay. I kind of see what it is here. And then we've got a 4 of Cups. What I feel like is because we've got this 6, we've got this harmony, beauty, right? I kind of wonder if this is just the situation you're in right now is almost too perfect. You know, it's so ideal and so perfect that we're starting to get a little bit bored with it. See the bottom card here, 10 of Swords. It's the last thing. It's the last card in the pack. It's the last thing that you need to do right now is throw this thing away, right? It's the last card, all right? I feel like this is maybe something that is very harmonious. It's very good. Maybe it's too perfect to where we just don't feel the spark. We don't feel that excitement anymore, okay? Well, let's keep going. Let's look at a few more cards. Let's put the rest of the cards down. Yeah, we've got a Prince of Swords, makes sense. Princess of Swords, interesting. The Tower, that's what we don't want. This is the position of what we do not want, right? And we've got the Queen of Wands here. So I feel like this is a relationship between two people. Now, you could be siblings, you could be lovers, partners, whatever. But I feel like the two of you are really, are on the same page fundamentally. I just feel like there's something you're not talking about. I feel like you have very good communication with this person. I feel like you get along really well. There's harmony, there's beauty, there's love, there's happiness. This really is the potential for you to just be happy. And it's almost like we're wondering, I got this 9 of Cups back here. Why do I feel an 8 of Cups? Why do I just not feel that this is like, it's so literally so perfect, but why am I just not feeling the zest, you know? We've got these 2 air cards here. Well, let's select the mystery card and then we'll get into what some of these cards are telling me. This is the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. It's a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. It's the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down over here. We'll put Tiny Bob Ross right on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need. Okay. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what it might be, I want you to put a prediction or a guess or anything down in the comments. It's intuition. We need to exercise it. Okay. Let's take a look around. What do we see as far as major arcana goes? Just the Tower. Right, just the Tower. And I think that major arcana, that spiritual energy, really pronouncing itself, right? Emphasized in the reading today is that Tower card. And that's the idea of you don't want to ruin this. You don't want to throw it away. But at the same time, as human beings, we need something. We need some sort of excitement. It's almost like we like to, what happens when you're a kid? You get bored with your toys. You want to do something different with it. You want to take the head off of it. You want to break it. You want to open it up and see how it works inside, right? We want to do something with it, kind of beyond its intended, purpose. And that's kind of the Tower. It's the card we don't want, but at the same time, we need some kind of spark. We need something to happen. We need some kind of excitement, right? It's almost like we want drama. It's almost like we get so bored that we want to just start a fight with our partners. We want something. And this too is that idea, I think, that we hear about a lot, that a healthy partnership is one that has some arguments here and there. Sometimes we need that kind of getting everything out in the open and having that argument, having that intensity, right? It seems like it's a healthy thing to sometimes release this and have that heated discussion. Because maybe the two of you here, because there's the princess and the prince of the swords, you get along too well. You have this, you fight for the same things. I feel like you both are very passionate about the same issues. You both kind of have the same goals in life, the same trajectory, the same aspirations even. And so we get that Four of Cups. Maybe it's too similar. Okay, so we need some sort of disruption. We need some sort of surprise energy. Now, this tends to sometimes be very abrupt, very impulsive, and I think it might lead to some regret. But what we see instead is the Ace of Pentacles. Not to break something, because we think that's going to at least give us something else to do, something to fix, or something else to play with. But what can we do? What actions can we take? What is something new that we can bring into this situation to perhaps change things up, right? And I know what you're all thinking. No, this doesn't mean you gotta, open your relationship or anything. But finding a new hobby, finding a new purpose, finding a new issue to get involved with. But what we see with the Queen of Wands at the end, maybe this is something just for you. Maybe this is something that you need to go do. Outside of this relationship, maybe this is a friendship. Maybe this is a business relationship. Maybe this is between you and your job itself, right? It's just too similar. It's too rhythmic. It's too perfect. It's too smooth. There's too much harmony, right? That we're starting to not feel anything. So the Ace of Pentacles is saying, what can we do to renew our interest, to give us a little bit of change, a little bit of excitement, to get our feelings moving again without destroying what we've built, without ruining our job, right? Or ruining our relationship, or whatever this is. It doesn't have to be a relationship. Okay. But I feel like this is something new for you. This is Queen of Wands. This is a new hobby for you. This is a new passion for you. This is something that you are into that they are not. Right? This is you perhaps even taking a stand on something opposing what they believe, right? It's kind of like you're going to argue the other side of the issue, which is, is that what? Because the two of you, and maybe this is you and the job, you and the friend, you and the lover, right? The spouse, maybe. You agree on everything. So maybe this is us kind of finding something else that we like to do that maybe they don't agree on. Maybe it's intentional that we're doing something kind of opposite of what they would do, but I think this is something just for you, okay? Because we want to avoid the Tower energy. We need a kind of a tower. And what I mean is we need change of some kind, but not the abrupt, ruined, destructive, disruptive change of the Tower card. What we need is the Five of Cups. This feeling of, well, kind of just boredom and like this bland kind of feeling. We need to add the Ace to that so we get a Five of Cups. That's change. That's movement. That's something that gets our blood pumping again. It gets our feelings engaged. And now we're feeling something. Now we feel maybe a renewed spark in this relationship. Now maybe we go back to work and we feel that love for our job again that we used to feel. Because we started with a Nine of Cups in the past position here. This was something that we absolutely loved. And we felt we were living our best life. This was a dream come true. We had harmony in our feelings because there was harmony in the environment. And this is what these right here are nice. Then we run into this. We run into this idea of, well, now it's just it's not as exciting as it used to be. And as human beings, we need some sort of motion. We need to accelerate or slow down. We need to be jostled left or right to remind us that we are traveling. Because there's too much stillness in those sixes. These are not meant to be permanent states of being. This is that weightless feeling. But it's like, okay, fun, but can I do something else now? Can we turn gravity back on, please? Because we get in that state and we start losing sensation, right? We start not feeling things. Everything gets stilled. Everything gets slowed down. Because this is supposed to be just the height of the roller coaster. Could you imagine if you're on a roller coaster and you get stuck at the very top of the hill? And there's like that weightless feeling that's still there, right? And the movement hasn't started yet. We're just suspended here. And this is the harmonious place. This is the place where all of the forces are pushing equally. And so we don't experience any kind of motion or movement. Okay? I think that's why we're starting to feel a little Eight of Cups. And you have no problem walking away from something that's no longer right for you. Okay? So I think that you have been maybe considering that or feeling that. I don't know if we've actually put it into thoughts and words yet, but we're starting to feel that maybe this is just done. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm just done. Maybe the feeling or the lack of feeling is that I'm done with this one. That my heart's not in it anymore. Maybe we can test that before we respond to it. Okay, before we act on that. So now when we're looking at the cards, we've got our major arcana. This is abrupt action, impulsive action. Okay, we've got fire here, which is maybe heartfelt action. Because there's water and fire here. We don't see any other fire cards, no wands here. But we do have cups, 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 cups. There's a lot of feelings here. So we say that we don't really feel anything. No, but the feelings are there. They're just not moving. They were Nine of Cups, right? Odd number, motion, function card. 8, 4, 6. Stationary, 6. Right? Even numbers. No movement. Right? This is a state of things. This was movement. Now we're in this harmonious state and we don't perceive movement anymore. What we need is that Ace. This is the trick. This is that one thing. This is that something that's going to turn these cards into something else. Turn the 6 into a 7, turn the 8 back into a 9, turn the 4 into a 5. Okay? We've got too many even-numbered cards here, is what's going on. And now on paper, 6 and a 6, perfect. You got the best life going on here. But you're not feeling that. And that's what matters. It doesn't matter what it looks like on paper. What matters is how we feel. What matters is the reality of the subjective experience. Objectively, you got a 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. You're fine, right? I don't feel that way. And I want to feel good. I want to feel better. So we have to find that something that we can do. A new hobby, a new passion, a new interest, right? Something to renew our enthusiasm, because we don't see any fire cards here for that enthusiasm. But I'm also thankful we don't see any fire cards here because we're not at that point where we are going to do something impulsive. We still realize the Tower is in that position. We don't want to do anything impulsive, but at the same time, we realize, Queen of Wands, that we have to do something. Okay, so you're at those beginning stages where we're feeling how we're feeling and wondering, starting to bring the mind in and say, hey, wait a minute, why am I feeling like this? Okay, but we haven't done anything to change that yet. I think we're bringing in something new. This is something that's going to shake things up at the job. This is asking for a new office, right? Asking for a different route, asking for some different responsibilities, right? Maybe getting on a different shift, maybe working with some different people, maybe going to a different department, something like this, right? I think that this is also, if it's in a friendship or a romantic situation, this is you finding something that you can go do on your own, right? That will just give you some time away to get your feelings going again, something exciting to do, a new hobby, a new study, even just a new book, right? But something that's for you. And I think that will renew your enthusiasm for life generally. Okay? And I think also, I don't want to exclude this, doing something new in this partnership too. Finding something new and exciting to do between the two of you. Because again, as we look at these cards, I feel like you both get along, you communicate very well, you like the same things, you have the same issues, the same kind of values and principles, the same kind of aspirations in life. Maybe the Ace of Pentacles can be something new that the two of you have never done before. Go skydiving together, right? Do something that really is going to get your blood pumping. Now, to me, that sounds like a nightmare. But maybe something like that is what you need. You know, maybe the two of you need a getaway, right? But see, that could be part of the problem. That's why I'm not really sure. Maybe the problem is you spend too much time together already, right? So it could be that doing the solo thing is going to be what's best for you. And I kind of am leaning that way. Because when we look at the air cards, right, the Prince and Princess of Swords, they're very similar. They're pretty much the same card, right? But we get up here, we see this very active, fiery energy that has all that water inside of it. Okay? And this is us trying to find a channel for what would be this tower energy, this fire energy. Right? This is the water of fire. It's fire's ability to flow like water, right? And it could be that we're trying to use this kind of fire, this new activity, this new focus, this, if it's a hobby or is, something that you're doing for the first time or trying, to get this water energy moving, to get the feelings going again, to get the fire going again, really, right? To get that spark back, to get that enthusiasm back. Because Six of Pentacles down beneath the surface, you do want the harmony. You want this life that is just kind of resonant and harmonious. You like that you fit so well together, whether it's with a lover, spouse, a friend, or the job or something, You like that there's this compatibility. You love this harmony. You love like finishing each other's sentences, But at the same time, we need something to keep that going. We need some sort of movement. We need to either speed up or slow down or change course or put some bumps in the road or something so we can feel that we're moving again. So we feel that we're not suspended, standing still. We've got to feel like we're still making progress. We've got to do something to get that odd-numbered 9 of Cups back. Okay. So I think that's what's going on here. Let's look at the mystery card. And sometimes really this can happen because we feel like we're too similar, so it's kind of just like we're looking at ourselves, you know, that we want something different so that it's engaging, it's challenging, it's interesting again. Okay, and so the Ace of Pentacles really could be to figure out what you don't know about the other person. You know, get one of those card games or something where there are these inquiries, these questions for each other that kind of take us beyond what we already know of each other, you know. And I think also doing the kind of exciting, like doing the skydiving or doing something new for the first time, brings us in touch with that aspect of another person because they're doing something new for the first time. So we get to experience them for the first time in that scenario, right? So it brings the sense of something new to be discovered or learned about the other person. Okay, and that's why at the job too, do something different. Go to a different department. Try to learn a different task or something, right? Learn a different route or whatever it is. Let's look at the mystery card. I want to see, gosh, what do we need? My first impression was the Empress, but I don't know if that's going to be the one. I think maybe it's going to be some fire energy. So, maybe six of wands, but maybe the Ace. Let's see. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. I think it really is that indication. If you look at that figure, they're just brooding, right? But there's that Ace being offered to them. And it's kind of saying we have to try, right? We have the Four here as well. Now we've got another Four. I think this really is what it is, that we need something to get us moving again. We need something to kind of wake up our feelings. Now, with this Four of Cups, it seems like you're reluctant to do that. It seems like there is, it seems like there's kind of a rejection going on, right? And it just seems like, no, I'm in this state, and you know, I don't want to do. It's like, you know, hey, do you want to go do this? No, I don't want to. You want to go over here? No, I don't want to. Okay, so there's, and I don't know if this is you or the other person, but I feel like there's kind of a stubbornness going on. And it might be that I don't want to do these things because I know how it's going to go. We've been there, done that, right? And maybe this is the other person, and maybe this is you saying, hey, do you want to go out to eat? No. Do you want to go to the library? No, right? And it's because we've already done that. I know what it's going to be like. I know who you are already in that situation, and you know who I am already. It's like, it's already done. It's already, it's Groundhog's Day, you know? Everything is exactly the same. But if we approach them with this new and novel idea, or vice versa, if they come at us with this new and novel idea, I think then you'll see the eyes light up, be like, yeah, let's go do that, you know? But if it's just the same old, hey, you want to go to the Italian place again? Not really. No, I don't. Maybe something new, right? Something exciting, something novel. So I think that there is this need for that between the two of you, as much as you both need something separate. You need to find that something new to do together. That it's kind of fun. You get to see them doing something new. You know, maybe it's a sport or a game, or martial arts, or I know, whatever it is. You know, traveling somewhere new, or just experiencing something new for the first time together. Rather than, hey, you want to go, you know, take a walk around the block again for the 100th time today. No, I don't. Yeah. We're going to do an extended reading, right? If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Capricorn every Thursday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.